All right, all right, all right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 52. Kissing you. Um, those who are on IG Live right now, I pinned it in the comments. Where to find us at? We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook Live now. That upgrade package, streaming to two sites right now. So we'll see how this works out tonight. So, um, kissing you appropriately titled as we get into some of the things we want to talk about tonight. But while we got the fellas here, let's do a round robin as we always do. See how everybody's doing. Start with E Rich. How's it going, brother?
Good. How y'all fellas doing?
Real good.
Making it. We're making it.
I had a second introduction to Stevie's album. I had to let that ride on Wednesday. It was good. It was a good day, like work day, for it to ride out. So appreciate the vibes for Wednesday, brother.
Nice. CBD?
I mean, we're supposed to have a long weekend here, so I can't feel too bad, man. I can't feel too bad.
Right. Superfly.
Yo, echo Chris's statement. I'm taking off next week, and tomorrow we off, so I need to recharge. You know what I'm saying?
There you
I'm
go.
all-
Mentally tired. You see all this stuff going behind me, and work.
That's
I'm
crazy.
mentally
Like
drained right now.
being in the house and still being like you need a vacation and still being drained.
Yeah.
But
The funny thing is, you don't realize it. Honestly, like I had only taken in the whole year. I took like 2 days off this whole year, just
Yeah.
because I've been home and not really even realizing it.
Right.
right. And then you come to realize that how much time has gone by, how long we've been home.
Right.
We're finally mid-year. Like all that other shit that just happened was just the first half of the
It's
year.
only the half.
First half.
Did y'all see like that? It's like a cartoon, probably like a newspaper or something like that. It's like a crowd of people and they're like hiding around the corner and they're like peeking around the corner and someone's opening the door to like the rest of 2020.
Hey, Vaughn, hop up in the live. We live, me and the rest of the fellas shooting the show we on YouTube and on Facebook. Just hop on in, join, type your comments, whatever you want to do. So Superfly, you kicked off your Twitch, right?
Yeah, not officially yet. I've started a Twitch page, and have been trying to like do some test live streams to try to figure out, you know what I'm saying, if I can actually hold the stream and trying to get the video to get a little bit smoother, but I've been unlucky so far.
Right.
But I had to leave IG live alone because that shit is just too frustrating. Like you can be jamming for 10 minutes or an hour and then get kicked off that joint. That's whack. Like,
Yeah.
but you got to be a damn TV producer now to be a DJ and shit.
That's like, and when you look at, I see, because you sent me Jazzy Jeff and Scratch and all those guys, and they look like it's just seamless. But
Next
those guys
level.
they have a team of people, obviously.
Well, shoot, I mean, Scratch. I mean, he might have a team, but Scratch been doing it for like a decade, man. So he is like light years ahead. And his setup, he got like 3 laptops, like professional video switcher that
Crazy.
costs like $3,000. Like it's crazy. Like
Right.
his setup
I mean,
is official.
The sound quality that comes out of Twitch is dope.
Yeah, Twitch is dope.
And you can see Twitch and YouTube is the ones you can see the deck. You can see their deck and what they're playing. And if you ever want to join in the mix, what they're playing, you can see it all. But yeah, he hit me. Superfly hit me to that, and I watched Jazzy Jeff. He goes on a lot to do his thing, and it's just
and it's a nice little
the
community of
quality
DJs
is
that's
really
out
well.
there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And when I get my alert, I've been joining in to see Superfly do his thing. And I feel his pain. His is probably a little bit worse because he's on the end of trying to produce it, and I'm on the end of just trying to watch it and see how it goes. But I know the issues that he's dealing with. The buffer. So on my end, when I see it, the buffering. I don't know if you got a phone up, you got an extra phone up watching yourself while you do it.
Yeah, so I have like an iPad up on Twitch so I can see what's going on, and then I'm using my phone as the camera, and
Yeah.
I'm using OBS, the Open Broadcasting Software,
Right.
that's running on my laptop, and I'm using the camera on the phone as the camera, and then streaming that way.
Right. So anything special you
So
had to download to go to do all that on that?
yeah, so OBS is actually free. You can it's available for Windows or Mac. And then you have to get an app on your phone, an OBS app on your phone as well. That costs like $20.
Mhm.
But once you do that, and if you have like a newer Mac, or if you're not trying to, be an idiot like me and run Serato and OBS at the same time, like you'll be good. Like if you just streaming like video games or whatever, you'd be straight. Or if you did a show on there just talking, I'm sure you'd be all right. But
I had always
just
thought
having
Twitch was,
Serato and OBS is a lot.
I just thought Twitch was like a gamer site because a lot of people I know say hop
I
on
know.
Twitch and they play. It's nothing but a bunch of game stuff on there. But so you hit me to the
Yeah, I was
DJ
not
part.
hip at all. I didn't know anything about it until COVID, and then DJs just flocked to it because Twitch and YouTube do not have like a copyright system that's like that's flagging your live. Like they won't kick you off. They just won't allow you to rebroadcast. And Twitch, what Twitch does, it'll allow your broadcast to go up, but it'll mute the portions that are like copywritten or whatever.
Right.
So it's a
Right.
little bit better than Instagram, which will just end your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. That's what. My end. Another week in the hole. Feels like a long week, even though today's Thursday. Uh, did it feel like we just shot the last show like a couple days ago?
Yeah.
I think time has been flying. I'm trying to get into a new hobby, as if I don't have enough. Shameless plug. Uh, I want to do get into hiking. So I've been doing all my research, all these parks and stuff to go to, and just do hiking because I'll run like 5 miles a day, and like it's starting to get repetitive. So I need a challenge. So I've been doing some research on what I need to take, what I need to do. By me doing the photography too, I see some pretty good views from the picture up top of a mountain or something, and do it that way and take some good pictures. What up, fam? This dude in Gambia, Western Africa, hitting me up on IG. Don't even know how this guy found me. He's trying to get me to send him money to buy food.
Man.
Told me COVID got the town on full lockdown and they're struggling to buy food. This is our boy Just. This is Hollis World 777. Yours truly. Yeah, no, you gotta be careful for that because there's one thing that's going around now. I guess one of those African pyramid schemes going around now. Rory had said to me earlier. Forgot what it was, but it's maybe to buy real estate or something like that. It's, I don't have the comments on.
There's always a new one.
There we go. It's always something. But anyways, let's get into a couple topics for the night. You guys watch Jada and Fab on Monday?
Yeah.
Missed it.
Missed it?
Yeah.
Yo, Drunk Jada is a legend, man. Hey.
Yo.
But everyone saw that. Everyone saw that.
Yo.
That joke was so vibey though. Like he did it at the perfect time. Like I was even jamming with him at that part, man. Like
he was gone. Like, and the thing is, he was functioning for a while, and then he was sitting down for a second. Like, I hope this dude don't fall asleep over there. But he kept it interesting because Fab's personality is a little off when it comes to just trying to entertain you. Like his bars and lyrics and songs are dope, but Fab outside of music is just a little.
He's actually really funny, but I don't think it comes across on camera. Like he's funny on Twitter and Instagram, But I think it's just a little different thing when it's just the two of you and just a camera like this. It's a different type of talent or whatever. I think.
Who do y'all have
Fab
taking it?
Fab looked like he could do a whole concert sitting down and like not even get excited to get up and just.
Right.
Did he have on leather track pants? Like Fab always has something.
Oh, who knows? Yeah,
His
somebody said
fashion.
he had hammer pants in the chat, but they
That's
weren't
what
that big. I ain't think they was baggy. It was just a
Who feel
little
like
like.
leather pants? They were something. Who
I
you
mean,
have
it
taking
wasn't
it?
terrible, you know.
No. Did you have Jada or Fab taking it?
I thought Jada was gonna win it from the beginning, but like there was a way Fab could have won it if he just stuck with his hits. But he didn't want to
Right.
do that. He tried to match up like album cuts and street music with Jada, and Jada
was-
just, you know what I'm saying,
When-
trolled him the whole time.
like when you get into the end of when the DJ started doing their like final mix, there were all the hits right there. You're waiting for like, why didn't you play Superwoman early in? You still got Breathe, but you be killing them. Why didn't you play what's the joint he Just Blaze did, and he was talking about Wayne, New York, something New York, So NY. He's got that, like, and he played all this stuff that I'm like, who's doing the song selection? Like, you can't just leave it up to the DJ. Like, you have mixtape Fab who puts out hits, and you have
He should have been dropping the freestyles like those what was it, Friday morning joints? What was it called? I can't remember what it was called, but
then
them
all the
joints were
funeral
fire.
joints. Yeah, Fab had
Soul Tape, like he didn't play anything from Soul Tape. Oh yes, he did. He played that one joint.
right, but then like
that joint Mark Henry did. I can't remember the
that
name.
one,
But
yeah.
anyway,
But when you get into it, and you're like,
Young OG.
Young OG, that's the one. You realize like there's this horrible song selection. Then Jada played Victory. So first of all, you co-wrote Victory, but you're not featured on it. So that was kind of to me like that was a asterisk should have been next to that one because we going bar for bar and that.
You wrote it.
mean,
It'd been dope if he had played the original version, or if he actually laid it down and they recorded it. If he had played that, that'd have been cool.
Track, yeah, that would have been dope.
Like a demo version of it.
It was dope that he played the. They never got around to playing their version of the joint Black Rob ended up getting, but I had heard it a while.
Can I Live?
Yeah, I had heard it leaked a while back, and that's crazy how the record.
That song leaked. That song leaked before. That song leaked in like 99, 2000. Like that was it was going around for a while before it even ended up on Black Rob.
I think I even had it on like one of those mixtapes you buy at the flea market that people were putting out weekly. So it goes to show you how crazy record industry is. You could write a hit, and then somebody's like, "Nah, I'm gonna give it to somebody else."
Yeah,
like
I'm partial to Jada though, man. Like he's just as a lyricist. I mean, I appreciate Fab too. Like Fab is nice, and I even like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of his music. But Jada's just I just like the Locks as a whole, and then Jada is just a machine, man. Like
and Jada didn't even play Why. Like some of the stuff that I thought he was gonna hit on, like his commercial big stuff. I mean, it was good. Jada kept it entertaining for sure, but you realize the stuff that Fab played. Yeah, okay, I've heard it before, but then you just realize how much stuff he actually has because he didn't play anything that I put on the list for him to play. Like, oh, he will return. He retaliate with this one. He'll retaliate with that. Nah, nothing.
I didn't realize how many songs they had together prior to the album. You know
and that's dope too because you don't realize, like I said, how long they've been working together. Then all of a sudden, the Freddie versus Jason comes up, and that album alone was just ridiculous. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know who the next one is. I don't think they've released it, announced it yet, but the rumor was supposed to be Snoop and Busta. I think that's a good one.
The crazy part about that is, like you said, I don't know if it's a vibe or if you think it's like how they sonically hear stuff that then changes their mind of what they would want to hear or what they want to play. You know,
Right.
you hear a lot of artists say, I don't listen to a lot of everybody else, but it's more so they got all these tracks in their head of themselves. Is if I hear something else, then how do I counter that based upon what I hear or what I'm hearing? Or like, because when they had talked about on the Breakfast Club, they were saying, you know, it's not going to be like, you know, what was my hit in 2000? What was your hit in 2000? It's got, you know, whatever it is, it's just that movement of, I can play an underground hit. He can play a, you know, this. I can go left. I can go right. You know, they actually both said it was like a boxing match. You know what I mean? Like Tyson said, you know, you can train, but when you get in the ring, you know, you move differently when you hear that punch, and it's like you countering. You know, so I felt like that's what it was, but ultimately, I mean, I just enjoyed it like at all because what it did is what we're doing now. It helped me, like the John Blaze song with everybody on there, like Jada's part, like just like it started it had me going back into the ones that were like one-liners that I was like, yeah, that line in itself, like.
Yeah.
Then it got me to listening to, you know, Pun, which was, you know, Pun's verse was out of there. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I was done.
I think
Everybody with
Pun is probably one of the most underrated rappers. I think. I don't think he gets a lot of credit, just because I think people look at him and they're like, you know, the stuff that went commercial, you know, they were hits, but all that underground stuff, on the joint that he did with Noriega, with Nori, his verse on that joint was ridiculous.
I got super respect for anybody that has Black Thought on their first album. You know what I'm saying? Like that takes some cojones. You know what I'm saying? And to still go bar for bar with them.
Yeah.
Like no one had Black Thought on their album back then.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody. And he did that. You know.
Did you see the Fight the Power joint for the BET Awards?
I didn't watch it. I didn't see it.
He got a verse on there. Yeah, the remix. This does got.
Is it the same beat or is it totally different?
Beat, but Rhapsody's on there. YG.
I'm gonna check it out.
Black Thought. Questlove is kind of DJing it. The way they did it was pretty dope.
Cool.
I appreciate it. Something different, you know. We need that award show was. They're getting better when people are trying to figure out how we're going to maneuver in this new era for right now. MTV's supposed to go live with their awards. I'm not sure how that's going to work. They're going to test it out, and that's in August. They normally have theirs Florida or Cali, and if it's open, I'm assuming they'll do it.
Yeah, I guess
you can cancel Florida.
Could have been canceled Florida. Like I don't. Week after week, we get into this. I was trying to find something other than the obvious, but yeah, at least there's always a Karen that emerges within that week. I got one written down. I think this was the lady said it's a black woman, and it cuts on IG live, cuts on IG, and the white woman standing over top of her with a gun pointing right at her, and she's like, "They tried to run me over in the parking lot," and I'm assuming the lady said something to her, but this white lady's got the gun at her, and she's just not letting up, and she's like, she's trying to get the lady's tag. She's like, "Don't come near my car. Don't come near my car." But this is like in a parking lot. Someone just got a gun out. Like I'm assuming it's a Cary state. Who knows if it's a Cary state? But she's got a gun on her and she's pointing at this lady.
That's where she messed up. That she was fine if she would have had it. If she would have had it concealed, or if she would have had it if it's open carry and it was out in the open. But as soon as she picked it up and started pointing it at that direction, that's a felony assault already.
Yep.
One, for you hitting her with the car. You know what I mean? That's in itself is one. But then you brandish the gun and you're actually pointing it at somebody. Like the difference is if you just got it out, you know, it's you just kind of showing it. It can be on your side or whatever, on your hip. As long as you don't pull it out and aim it towards that person, you good. She stepped that line, so you know what I mean?
Because at this point, The woman she's showing no threat to you. You got a gun in her face. She's not coming at you. She's just got the camera on you to put you on blast, so everybody knows who you are. But you can obviously see that's the one thing that I think that drives a lot of these deaths is fear. You can tell the woman with the gun is scared of the woman with the camera, and it's just
Cameraman.
that.
Y'all be like, get out, man! Like, you pull the camera out, man. Something happened to the experience.
And then
something about that camera that hit different.
Exactly.
You can make somebody famous in a matter of seconds these days. And then clear as cut, like these cameras, phone cameras are sometimes better than the media cameras, and send it to anybody and everybody, and all of a sudden it's just everywhere. And people know who you are right afterwards. Like your ID is identities put out there. Like, and the thing is, half of these people are like positions of power, attorneys. It was I think a doctor. It's ridiculous.
The couple that was on their lawn and stuff, weren't they like both lawyers or something like that?
Yeah, the guy was an attorney and the woman, she may have been an attorney too, but did you see that one, Superfly?
They both were attorneys.
Yeah, they do have an AT. They do have an AK, or was it an AR?
Looked like
AR, M16, whatever it was.
I think it was an AK. That just looked like it had the little. It looked like an AK. I can't remember exactly, but
someone photoshopped him into Predator with like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're in the jungle.
Yo, that movie's so hard.
The memes off of that were killing me.
The wife is holding the gun like this.
Yeah, that's the thing that got me was how she was holding the gun. I was like, oh, she ain't go to training. He just gave her that jump.
Yeah,
he gave her that.
He was going to fire that thing off and bust his shoulder up. That's what he was going to do.
Hey.
He wasn't about to do nothing with that.
Exactly. Nah, I don't get it. It's fear driven everywhere. I've seen peaceful protesters. So now what you see in like a lot of southern states are Trump supporters trying to egg on the peaceful protesters to get them to jump and get them to move so they can be like, I told you they weren't that peaceful. I told you they were like that. And there's a bunch of clips of people walking peacefully, quiet, not even saying nothing back. That's the problem. I don't know how I could bite my tongue during all that. But people are egging them on, saying, all kind of racial slurs, go back here, go back there, Confederate flags everywhere. And I'm like, I don't understand what it is about that flag, but you lost. Right. That flag represents the only thing you're holding it for is a symbol of racism at this point. There's no victory behind that flag.
Even Mississippi gave it up.
Right. The real crime, though. During the versus
representation of. No, I know you reading the comment. It's a representation of what their family taught them. So like this, it's a true show of ignorance because it was something that was handed to them or told to, and they never really did the research on it. They never thought for themselves to really go and learn about it because then, but you see now, when they got the clips of like the younger kids that are talking to their parents like, yo, that's not right. This is, you're still representing this. And they're like, and they have no rebuttal. Their rebuttal is just anger. This is what we know. This is what we're like. And there's no information behind it. So that's why it's like, everybody's applauding the younger generation to be like they, whether they went on Google, Bing, whatever, but they look up and they know the history to where they're having to school their parents, and their parents ain't got nothing to say because it was just an inheritance. So, well, my daddy did it, my daddy's daddy did it, so I'm gonna hold this flag, and I didn't mean it was right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Right. So,
right. There's a Phil Donahue clip going around. That whole interview, I've watched it with Farrakhan. Was really good. Like I've seen enough clips of it to where like let me find the whole show. So I found the whole show, and like if you sit down, a lot of people find Farrakhan as militant, as want to start a move. I mean, a violent movement to take over, whatever. But he made a lot of sense, and somebody was saying that when people say, you know, "Why don't y'all go back to Africa? Go back," and he's like, you know, well, that applies to you too, you know. But where do you go? Because everywhere you ended up, you stole. I was like, wow, that's kind of powerful. Because at least we know where we're going back to. But where are you going? Where are you welcomed at?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some fun stuff because this shit is gonna go on and on and on. As long as we're stuck in the house and during the pandemic and a
Hey,
huge
shout out to some old school groups. Some old school groups I was listening to, the Beatnuts and the Alcoholics. AKA, I'm throwing that shout out because my cousin J Rose on the Alcoholics. But yeah,
Oh,
Beatnuts
word?
and Alcoholics.
okay.
Oh, the alcohols is dope, man.
Good stuff.
I love both of them, man.
I don't think. What did I listen to this week? I listened to Ty Dolla $ign dropped something today with Ye on it and Skrillex. It's actually pretty dope. What is Just saying? He ain't getting off the hook that easy. Oh, he's talking about Fab's pants. Let's get back to Fab's pants. Yo, Gus, hop into YouTube, Gus, so you can see everybody else that's in there if you want to. I'm gonna say this: Fab style. Fab is a trendsetter when it comes to style. He had on the trophy from Fives, which are hard to come by. I mean, he had some Fab.
Yeah, but he's a hit or miss though. He's a hit or miss. You know, like Fab can have on some stuff 1 minute, you see a picture, you be like, all right. The next thing you be like, I don't know about that one. Like because you're a trendsetter, then you have to try stuff.
Take risks.
That means you can't be afraid. Yeah, you gotta take risks. But you know, hey, high risk, high reward. So it's like when it's dope, everybody loves it. When it's whack, we getting on you just like we are now about his pants. Like, nah, like
exactly.
That wasn't it. Somebody co-signed them pants and told them those are the ones to wear tonight, bro.
Right. I mean,
Be your own people, man.
I don't think he's afraid to wear anything.
You will.
I mean, hell, Jada sat up there in a yellow summer short shirt outfit with a hat to match.
But it came across perfect when he did the dance. That joint was like that whole fit, that whole aura was everything, man. Like with the Air Force Ones, white Air Force Ones.
Yes.
The funny thing is, I've never seen Jada smile at least that much at any point in time. And the pictures the screenshots of him stuff in the camera, like yo, that man was.
It was perfect, man.
And the fact he didn't kick over any bottles. Yeah, this dude.
I was waiting for that to happen.
He was. Yeah, he was the epitome of like what you remember about summertime when you had a fresh fit on and you got outside and you was just
yes.
Like you couldn't do nothing else, but you just
You was fresh. It's the end of the night. You know you slightly went too far. You know it. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to get one last thing in before it goes downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Or you gotta get carried out.
Right.
Exactly.
We got called Earl.
He took over the live at the end. Like he had the microphone. Like it was like, I'm not going anywhere. It took the mic. Give it back. Let me just say this: the whole speech he gave about wanting to dance to "So Into You" at his wedding, and then having Fab perform it. It was just like, yo, dude, you taking up a man's time here. Like he can't even get into what he want to get into. You talk about a wedding that hasn't even happened. Like you haven't even found your fiance yet.
And a lot of people be thinking at that part that he was kind of halfway trolling them, but at the same time, that dude, he is an actual R&B dude. Like Jada is a big R&B dude. I've seen him talking about that before.
Yeah, no, like I remember when he did the joint with Maya,
Yep, they played that in the after thing.
That joint I remember when that came out, they were on like TRL Live, whatever that was, and they performed it during that summer. And you could
Jay-Z did the remix, and we forgot all about it.
And then that was it. Like, oh, really?
I think his best R&B collab was the one he did with Jaheim.
Oh, he played that.
That joint was dope. I like Throwback with Usher, man. That's my
that one right there.
I was surprised he didn't play that, but
he did.
I understand. He got plenty of.
Didn't he say like he called out millions? He was like 7 million, whatever it was. He was talking about the money that he made off that joint.
That was in the after thing though. He didn't play it during
it wasn't during the battle. That was that beat right there. All right. So, kissing you. I don't know if you can figure out where I'm going with this one. But I want to talk about the old kiss and tell game.
We talking about August?
I'm talking about August Alsina right now. Let's talk about this. Have you all seen the interview, or at least the segments of it?
Only segments. I couldn't sit through the whole thing.
I kind of know what's going on, you know.
But it's just adding on to kind of like this ongoing saga that has just been around for a few years, you know?
About Will and Jada's open marriage?
Yeah, and August and Jada in general.
So, okay, let's get the basics. So, people who don't know, it's always been rumored that Will and Jada had open marriage. They allow each other to see whoever they want to see, and you know they tell each other about their situations and get the blessing, however, and it just happens. Supposedly, because I think the earliest I had heard of it was Will and Charlize Theron during the Hancock movie filming. There was some rumors that they had been seen like romantically together or whatever.
Not a bad option.
Nah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not. But then, like you said, then you see the Jada and August Alsina pictures like float throughout the years. Oh, Gio's on. Gio, what's up, brother? If you want to see us live, CB's in the live room. Pick from YouTube or Facebook, and just hop in. But yeah, the pictures of August and Jada start linking around, and the first thing I'm thinking, I don't know how these two are linked, but I know it's not what everybody think it is. I mean, at least us as the public one's supposed to know that. But this dude gets on an interview. First of all, Angela Yee. I don't know why she even took the interview. I mean, I don't know.
You know why she took the interview.
People feel comfortable talking to her.
Right.
Exactly.
She's spicy, man.
You knew why
likes
she
that
was
shit.
going. Exactly. You seen the Breakfast Club before. You see people that really know about her and shut it down before she even gets asking questions. Like, because you asking the questions that's gonna raise all of this, and then it's gonna like spiral out of control. Like that's her part of the show. Is
who was that went off
like,
on her because she asked her a question? Was that the Real Housewives of Atlanta? One of them that was getting ready to get up and who's on the fake K Michelle? It was K Michelle that went off on her, I believe, right?
Oh yeah.
During the interview,
K Michelle was about to fire off on her.
Yeah, but so anyways, they're sitting in some weird room. It looks like the Between Two Ferns interview room, and she at first, what the hell? He looked like Tekashi 6ix9ine, like an R&B version. His hair was all waved back, 3 different hair tones. Then he had his Scully on the back, like a cream-colored suit.
Everyone's trying to be a trendsetter, man.
Was it on the Breakfast Club or on her podcast? Because she's got a podcast where it's
Right, I
like
think it was
kind
just
of like sex talk or whatever.
It was just a
with
separate
chicks or whatever.
interview, and then it just leaked. Because Envy Charlamagne wasn't nowhere around. But
yeah, I don't think it leaked. I think that's strategically put out.
Right.
Yeah. So here are my questions. Where was the non-disclosure to stop this man from talking?
Maybe they like, yo, we in our 50s, like, fuck that shit.
I mean, you see some of the stuff on Twitter of people basically accusing Jada of basically doing Kardashian stuff right now, like stuff to promote the family and promote the show and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And so
That's the thing.
it could be calculated. I don't know.
I think his was calculated because he does have an album out. A lot of y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Because a lot of y'all ain't checking for August Alsina until now when he's talking about how I got Will's blessing and I put my all into it. I gave him all out. I left nothing. I emptied out my soul with her. I'm like, really?
He said all of that.
Like I gave my all, and I told myself I never loved like that ever. I never loved like that. I emptied the tank, and I love this woman. And
Yo,
so
he said I emptied the tank.
he's like, I left nothing. That way, when I look back, I know I gave my all, my all. And but I was like, you ducking questions like you're in a fight. Like, did you smash or not? Like, that's what everybody wants to know. Like, the youngsters to
Did you
know.
smash? He said I left my all. Like
I
I
love
gave
my
him my
all.
all. It sounded like he bust off too. Like,
So somewhere
that's
in
what it
there,
sounded like to me.
so somewhere in there, she put something on this young dude for him to think that she was going to leave Will Smith for him, or they were going to have something more than what it was.
I don't think that's what it was, though, bro. I don't think that's what it was. I think again, however it was identified, however it was placed. You talking about in the sense of it could have started off as a true somebody reaching out to try to help him because he was going through addiction and all of this like health problems. That being around somebody over time then kind of tailored into something else. I don't think that was ever the case. Hell, she ain't living Will. Hell, if that was the case, she would have left Will for the what was that, the Coachella Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
that.
no.
Everybody know that.
Coachella hologram.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Because every he said it himself. He was like, yo, he knew he could not match up to what she felt for Pac, and that was just a real feeling. So if you talking about anybody else coming into the picture, you gotta realize like that would be the only one that she would literally have that I feel like would be the plateau of to get her away from that situation. But again, for the kids. But at the end of the day, let me say this before you get to the NDA. Look, and I know maybe it's old school. Maybe it's old school. Yo, don't nothing leave this house when these doors is closed, bro. Like that don't go out.
Exactly.
That don't go out. Why is that out? What does that have to do
Love
with
the drama.
outside?
They
You know
love
what I'm saying?
I don't see you selling any more albums or getting any more streams that you were going to before you even said that anyway. So it's a waste of a secret that's almost 10 years too late. Like I said, nobody's checking for the new August Alsina record. But I'm like you said, there's no way in the world you're not gonna leave steak for a Skittle. It's not gonna happen. Will is out here providing. Will is probably one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, and you got a album out with funny colored hair. No, that's not gonna happen. So let me see.
Nah, I don't believe it, bro. There's no way.
How do you feel about when people do that? When there's a big release or there's a project at work, a book, a movie? How do you feel about the controversies? Like when people try to drum up something to get things going, to get the spotlight around a project they have released. How do you feel about when people do that?
I'm the kind of person where it kind of drives me away from the kind like I want to feel like I'm organically getting interested in whatever the project is or something like that, So if it comes off, like in this case, it comes off kind of like a publicity stunt, I'm one of those people that will consciously try to not involve myself. So I'm like not just becoming another number. You know what I mean? But these types of tactics have been around for a long, long time. And, it's something that if it didn't work, people wouldn't, keep doing it because those tabloids and all the gossip and rumor pages and all that stuff, they live and die by this stuff, So for us as fans, it's kind of like a throwaway thing, but there's definitely a market for it, and it's not us, that's for sure.
I can tell you one of the biggest stunts, or not even just the biggest thing, that was when Usher did Confessions. The whole, he had started with at 8701 with having Chili around and in the videos, and they had this. They may have had a real relationship, maybe they didn't, but it was publicized. Usher and Chili, Usher and Chili, Usher and Chili. The next thing you know, Confessions is coming out, and all these songs like, oh, we got somebody else pregnant. He don't like it's It's a controversy, and hence it's probably Usher's biggest album to date because it had a good storyline behind it. It's almost like a
That
wrestling
was
match.
Jermaine Dupri. He masterminded that whole thing.
Exactly.
He wrote all songs and
But
everything.
Right.
yeah, but and what I was gonna say, Superfly, to that is, and the CB. So the thing about it is, like you said, it depends on your feel, right? And like who the artist is, how it comes across. If you think about it, when 50 came out with, you know what I'm saying, Get Rich or Die Trying, there was no publicity stunt. It was the buzz was just he was working with M, he was working with Dre. It came out, shit was
And he'd
dope.
been shot
When he
9
started
times.
getting into
He had
that,
been shot
Exactly.
9
right,
times.
right. That was the thing, right? Although, like you said, Test of Time been done before. Pac been shot. Everybody else had been shot, lived. You know, still sold an album. Been to jail, came out, did an album, whatever, right? But like you said, I think it's the taste of how it's done. Like, you know, certain people get into a line of let me figure out what works. 50 figured out trolling and just doing the stuff works for him in the new age, and he figured it out. You know what I mean? Now again, some other people do it and it turns you off because just like it waters down their brand and it now makes you not even a fan. Just like some you be like, all right, whatever, I guess,
Yeah.
you know, I listen to it whenever I hear it, but that's about it.
hmm
Right.
Yeah, anytime the controversy overshadows the actual work, that's never a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think it always it needs to ensure that it plays a backseat to what you're really trying to do. And if that doesn't happen, then you failed. You know.
Sidebar: are you guys reading Just comments?
Yeah.
I
Just
wish
pop,
I could.
just pop from live to add to YouTube. He's like, I gotta start all the way over. Talk about Fast Pants and Jada's outfit. Fast Pants had a thread count of 70,000. Fast Pants were made of caterpillar skin and lanolin. Fast Pants came from Tom Simpson winter collection. Jada was coordinating in the school bus that brought him to the studio. Good old Just.
Put some music out, man.
Oh, wait a
But
minute.
but
Come in the
but no, what's
come in the
that?
live. Come join us on YouTube. I already told the guys if you want to show off what you got.
Oh.
If you want to show off what you got, come on to YouTube. I'll put you right in,
We know who that is.
and you can show what you got if you want to. Justin said, "Man, we ready. We are ready. I just need to get over there and record this pandemic and slow a lot of things down." But still, okay. How do you? I don't know if I asked this question, but how do you feel about the kissing and telling thing? Like, did he? Does he gain anything by talking?
Yeah, I don't live by that code, man. Like that celebrity stuff is
Nope.
totally different, right?
He broke every man law there was.
I don't think it's man. Oh, okay. Let me recheck. It is man law, but it's old school man law because he's like you said, these young kids nowadays don't think that
Sure, everything's
there's a
for
code
yeah.
of conduct when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Because again, like everybody on this, like right here in these four boxes, right?
Mhm.
I'm not about to put my stuff out there for everybody else to have an opinion about because that's what's happening in my household. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you get mad, you know what I'm saying, if your girl, your wife, whoever, you know, talking to her 15 girlfriends about it. So what's an actual, you know, platform that then brings everybody else into your house? You know what I mean? That's gonna have an opinion about it. So,
Right.
you know, at the end of the day, you know, you don't want that. You don't, you know, you'll let the good stuff out, but you don't want the bad stuff to come out. You know what I mean? So then why do it at all? So I feel like it's just it gets sloppy, and then you know, are you doing things for publicity compared to are you doing stuff because it's genuine to what you got going on in your house? So that's why it's always something that you're gonna frown upon, and that's why I said you just look at him, you shake your head like, bro, what did it benefit? Like anybody, and you know, hurt on their side having to address it. You know, like you said, it could be all publicity. And like I said, hey, all publicity ain't good publicity. But if that's what they gonna run with and it works, you know, hey, more power to them. But
Right.
that's not how this shit work over here, though.
Right.
Next. Oh, okay. We're not getting exclusive tonight. We're not getting the exclusive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Next time we'll get the exclusive. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand the whole. Anyway, any kind of any generation under us, every move that's made is publicized. I don't get it. Where you going? Where you been? Who you with? Everything just like social media has given access to everything, and people have bought right into it for views, or followers, or whatever they can think of, and not knowing that if I wanted to know when you were gone out the house because I know you got something in there I want, all I gotta do is watch your Instagram, or for you to go live and tell me where you at, and I
Pop
know you're
Smoke.
40. That's what
I mean, for them,
Pop Smoke.
for them,
He was at whatever house or whatever, and that ultimately ended up being what got him, man. Like, that shit is crazy. The access that people have, to that it's public information a lot of the time, and like you're saying, people just offering it up because everyone's life is a movie nowadays.
yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. It's like in their head, if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. You know what I mean? It's like not everything needs to be documented. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just live in the moment, man.
But that
Right.
so you say that, Superfly, and that's a good statement. My question to them, or to anybody that lives that type of lifestyle, my question I have for them is, what is your own? What's your own?
Yeah.
What do you have that nobody else knows about already? What do you do that nobody else figured out already? Like, what do you own that you can say is my personal thing outside of what's happening, what I have to post, what I have to share? Like, it just gets to a point where it's like, at what point do you have your own? And if you don't know what your own is, how do you know who you are, how yourself rocks? And what does that box look like?
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody believes in keeping anything a secret, or like you said, to yourself.
Right.
Everything is, and to a degree, like for a second, I may have bought somewhat into it because depending on how you want to move the things that you need to do, you do need to publicize certain things. But again, that's just you're only peeling back a layer for certain things, and you can keep everything tucked under. But like if you want to promote an album or promote like you DJ, and if you have to peel back somewhat layers because people have to feel connected to you somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow there has to be a connection. But yeah, just to go to the point where I know two people know something, there is no. Oh, if two people know something, there is no secret.
I'm bad at the social media stuff though. Like, so I'm like most of my fans have become fans for me in real life. You know what I mean?
But
And
that's
they're built from real life relationships, not like people I met on the internet or you know what I'm saying, any of that stuff. I'm bad at the kind of self promotion stuff online because it's just like it's not natural to me, and I just
oh,
don't.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
It's just not that cool to me. I just do it as a necessary evil, but
Right, absolutely.
it's not the wave to me.
I've met each and every one of you off of the internet. I know each and every one of you personally.
Right.
That's genuine. There's a
There was no internet. You know what I'm saying? It was hello. You know what I'm saying? Shake your hand. What's up?
What did we do before the internet?
I know E Rich through the internet, but that's but even this is a little better. You know what I'm saying? At least we like talking. You know what I mean?
Right. Actually, you met E Rich. You probably don't remember. He was at my 30.
Oh shit. Oh okay.
He was at my 30.
There was a lot of people there, man.
That was the first time
It
you
was
met him.
a lot of people there.
Other time, look,
Yeah,
other time you met him, he was wearing.
that joint was jamming.
Other time you met him, he was wearing a gray tuxedo with wolf gray 11s.
Okay. See, was CB? Did you know CB back then?
I wanted the picture yet.
CB was around, but I was still taking notes on CB. It was like of boxes just to figure out how So okay, Pops just tell him about the Soul Project. So we talked offline about it. So I'll elaborate now for the viewers. So my dad, 33rd Eye Photography, is going to do one of our segments is we're sneakerheads. And one of our segments is for the soul. My dad's a photographer, so he's going to do a sneaker coffee table book. And it's gonna be I don't know if all the pictures are gonna be black and white, but he's gonna take pictures of the shoes, and we're gonna tell a story about why we fell in love with the shoe. Give a little history behind it. I didn't pitch him the idea about having people reference a song when they think about the shoe, like for the space. Like I was telling them, the Concord 11s. What song comes to your mind when you wear Concord 11s? Oh, that. But yeah, I'm interested to see. It could be a really, really dope book. Favorite shoe and why? Yeah, favorite shoe and why. It could be a really dope book. There's a lot of shoes in the vicinity, so a lot of sneakerheads come from DC. I mean, a lot of foam posits and New Balances and Timberlands.
Right.
So,
Right.
But yeah, that's the project. Hopefully, we'll get that started soon. Then we can also have him back on here to talk about his photography business too. Like, yeah. Hopefully next.
Many talents.
Yeah. Hopefully next week we can
Like a
we'll
game.
kick off our Black business segment. It might start off further out than local, just depending on how we book our people. But yeah, just spotlight people in their businesses and how they survived the pandemic. Tell them to sign up through y'all. Okay. Oh, sign up for the pictures of the book through us. It's a dope idea. Yeah, that'll give us something else to kind of fiddle around with on online. All right.
I think I might. I think I might rock my my Jordan golf cleats because I had to transition from playing sports into a different sport. So now I gotta have the cleats. The golf game is on lock. I'll be like I'll be the only one. I'd be the only one on there with golf shoes. I guarantee it though.
I put the word out for you last week.
He hit me. No,
He hit you?
me. He hit me.
Oh, okay. Here
He
you go.
hit
So
me. He told me he would look out for me. I hope he remembers what size. But yeah, he hit me though.
he said, "I got you."
Man, right there.
Got you. Go.
There it
Here
is.
we go.
But
Everybody,
yeah,
ask,
look,
everybody
listen,
ask whatever
listen,
shoe you want to right now.
Hey, Bread 11, South 14.
don't do that.
Appreciate it.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Clem. Don't do that. Pops
Those
shut
new,
his account down to be out.
Right.
those Hypergrade ones that are coming out.
Baby golf shoes. Golf shoe. We said, what's the right come out, CB?
Like the Hyper Gray, I think is the colorway. The ones they kind of look like the Union ones that came out a few years ago.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah. Are you feeling? Have you seen the Dior ones?
Yeah.
You
They
feeling those?
people who won those raffles got notified over. It's like in the last 24, 36 hours or something. Like
Yeah. Are you
But
feeling?
I couldn't even fade just paying $2,000 retail.
Yeah, for
So,
Jordan one.
You know.
Y'all gonna have to
Hey,
feature
listen,
me.
that's half of that's close to Superfly's new.
I'm about to start
new
selling
laptop,
Huggies out the
so-
trunk.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm even looking at Apple, dog. Like,
I ain't even trying to spend that on a laptop.
Right. Right.
It's like, I don't know, man. There's so many Jordans. There are ones that because the Dior ones, they look dope. It's cool. But there are other ones that I would rather have that resale are not $2,000. So, it's,
But how
I'm
do
not
you
in that
wear?
tax bracket. If I just had $2,000, it was nothing to me and I can get 4 pairs. Yeah, but I'm not, that's not me. That's not the life I'm living.
Somebody in our comments on IG said I was there when they signed with Dior, signed in Monaco.
That's the life.
Little bits
Where
of
would you even
history.
wear them joints to?
It's not, when you wear a shoe like first of all, to me, not one of my favorites.
To the porch, the front porch.
There's a whole Dior line.
Yeah, they did like a full capsule or something to go along with it.
I just don't like. I love ones. I don't like the design of how they did it. There's one that was a big hype shoe, but the thing is, there's enough J's coming along right now. Too. I love the what was that the grape fives? What they call them?
It's like
Alternate grape fives.
first grape or
Alternate
something like
grape
that.
five.
Those are ridiculous. Fomer Simpson did his review on those. Put those out. I love just that
Alternate Bel Airs that are coming through.
tone of purple. The Bel Airs are coming. The 11,
ILs in my future
the cornbread 11s.
came out this past
There's a
weekend.
three. There's a three coming out too. Like a red. It's almost like the ones that came out like in I think 2014 or something like
You're
that.
talking about the animal
Except it
instinct?
has like a red. No. There's a black and red, a white, black and red pair coming out.
Nice.
That's
And the
similar
three?
to the.
Yeah, I think I've
Oh,
seen.
man. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to
I was
find
all
those.
over
I
the
don't think I've
animal.
seen those.
I was all over
Mhm.
Animal Instinct joints. I slept on those, and then I seen like a on foot,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yo. To me,
There's
If
one
we
more
go-
too.
the ones like I think outside of the unions, Travis Scott ones are the best, or better than the Dior ones.
Oh yeah. I'd rather have the Travis Scotts over the Dior's 10 times out of 10, personally.
Yeah. Have you seen the 1984-85 pack?
It's not coming to mind.
It's a double pack of ones. It's a white one with a red check, and then it's
Actually, I think
other one is like a
one of the sneaker reviewers reviewed that box. Actually, I think it might have been Seth Fowler. Actually, might have reviewed those on his show. That's a crazy display.
and I don't know if y'all seen the MTM set. Was it Michael Tinker and I can't think of the other M set that they dropped. Pops got those.
So,
Of course,
I need to look up.
course he
what Superfly was telling me about those threes real quick.
Nice Kicks did they did a quick review or something on the fall lineup
yeah.
coming up. They got a pair of satin ones that are going to be super limited.
Satin ones are nice. I saw the satin ones. The first pair of satin ones they did before were really nice. The second pair of rounds will be dope too.
I think they're super limited.
Of
From
course.
what they were showing. That's the thing. It's like I want them all, and going through the normal means, it's going to be all L's. I know it.
The normal means. The normal means.
That's the thing. If I go through the normal means,
What? Anybody know what 11 is dropping this year?
well, it's supposed to be something big because it's the 25th anniversary of the shoe.
Oh wow.
So you may get like
Is Pop still on? Ask him. He knows.
Right.
Someone with
I don't know
the
why we're having this debate where we could get it. Just get the yes
Size
or no.
14.
Tell him he ain't got it.
normal means
Right,
is
tell him he ain't
round-
got to say yes or no. Just nod, blink, or wink or something.
Send a
exactly
fire emoji.
right. We just on it's in on YouTube, so we'll delete that. I'm not gonna repost that. But yeah, so let's hit up before the soul since we talking about shoes. Y'all gonna have to feature me. Yeah, Just man, come on now. We ready for you, Just. Who's going first?
Superfly, man. I'm gonna have to find those. You might have to shoot me a link to them because I don't think I've seen them yet.
Yeah, if I'll send it after. I'll send it through Kaleo.
Because I need to see that too. Y'all ready?
Did they have denim on it?
It's
down
white.
on the crease.
It's got the sole. I think the bottom of the sole is gray, like the white cement joints, and it's got the standard elephant print, and then at the top where there's like a right on the lip of the shoe at the top. It's red.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll send that.
Right.
Except I slept on
Because
the.
I was on nice. I pulled right.
And it's Nike Air on back
Oh wow!
in red.
Because there's what, 2 different 3s that are dropping,
Yeah.
and
The
one has
Animal
the Nike
Instinct.
Air, and the other one has the Air Jordan.
Oh
logo, I
yeah.
think.
There you go.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
You need to
It
do.
got because it got denim on it right there.
It does? Oh, that's
It's
denim? Oh shit, never mind. I thought it was just I thought it was just
Yeah.
Dope,
elephant
yo.
print.
Nah, that's still dope. That's still dope.
Not for
It does
me.
look like elephant print. Though.
Is
I
it
thought it
denim
was
with
elephant
elephant
All
print?
these, with so many
He said,
shoes.
no.
All look good.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good now.
And, so,
I need to be on that staff, man. Like, tell them Bama's no. Right. Don't put those on.
But you know somebody's gonna buy them. Somebody gonna wear them. So
Not
if
me.
you ever
I'm
seen
good.
it, what's the joint with Trinidad James CB?
Full size run.
Full Size Run. If you ever seen the Marcus Jordan Full Size Run episode,
Of that episode.
check it out. I was watching
Yeah.
it again today.
I seen it.
Good episode. Good episode. So I'm glad Pops is off because I won't be blasting for the soul segment tonight. But I realized I got some stuff that
Phew.
that has come that I haven't even talked about or put out there. So we'll start.
Okay.
So y'all know me. I'm a obviously a sneakerhead, but I'm a even bigger Pharrell fan.
The new Pharrell joints.
Yeah.
Boost your wear joints. Wow.
HU on the
So,
Pharrell always comes with the colors.
yeah. Have you seen the stand joints that Pharrell did? Well, we talked about those. They're decent. Yeah. Still DS.
Yo, haven't worn them yet.
Oh, still DS. Oh. It's supposed to be a summer shoe, but I feel like I'm spending my summer in the house. So
I know, man. It's tough.
when he's around making pancakes in the morning.
Shoebox is collecting dust, man.
It was rough out here.
I mean, I actually had a pair delivered today, but I couldn't show them because I then went and sprayed them so I could hopefully wear them this weekend, and so they're drying.
I got
so,
you.
Those
I've seen them. They don't lie. I didn't know whose they were. I didn't know if they were yours or your brothers.
they're 10 and a half, so we can both wear them. But I tried for those shoes already have a story, and I haven't worn them yet. So, but I'll piggyback on your For the Soul Kaleo, also with an Adidas shoe. But this is
Oh yeah.
Pusha T Oswego's. So
I didn't know you had those. Those are those quarantine pickups?
Yep. Haven't worn them yet. Nowhere to take them.
Oswego's
These
they're
Oswego's
comfortable.
super comfortable.
Oswego's are super comfortable.
Anyone who's worn the Yeezy 700s, it's the same. It's the same cushioning.
Yep. I did get a confirm. I got something
500s.
Monday. Should have something. And maybe I haven't done a live. We haven't done a live for the show, obviously, because we're stuck in the house. But maybe I'll hop on and do that Monday.
If it's big time, you should.
Oh yeah. Okay, E, I see you holding up something over there.
Some just so in honor of LA's finest, Kobe doing the 2K21 cover. I decided to do his lifestyles. Something clean.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Nice.
Dope summer shoe.
Yep, that's exactly
Wait on
what it
the
is. A summer shoe. Yep.
What's
all suede.
what's the material?
It's that snake skin on there,
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got you. Okay,
and then he's got the gold on the on there
nice.
with the
Oh,
purple
that's
on the inside.
crazy.
So this is definitely a
Nice.
summer shoe. This is one of those. This is the shoe you wear and then you do the Jada.
Exactly.
These are the ones.
Oh, Patty Cake Piper is on. Those are dope. So that was 3 minutes ago. Those are probably my joint she was talking about. Or could be CB's 3 minutes ago. I'm about to blow the whole weekend. Getting ready for the Soul Live. That's just. So while we have you here in the live, I guess you need to talk to Eric. So Eric can, if he's your agent, get Eric to book you on for next week. We're gonna do this, get it done.
We talked about the scheduling. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't do it this week because she out there baking them cakes and making it. She getting it, man. She really doing good things, and like I said, she's natural talent, bro. Like I can't wait for her to be on here so you can hear like just her story and how she gets down.
That's what we want. That's what we need. And we haven't had a lady on in a while, so it'd be good to get some other opinions about certain things we've been talking about. He's not on my payroll. Damn. Dope. So yeah, hopefully we get that done for next week. Have our first Black business segment. And then we can talk about that. But fellas, it's been good. The upgrade that we got going on right now feels a lot more legit than what we've been doing. Felt like we were in a rental car for the last few weeks, and now
in a nicer rental car.
And now the wheels are ready. The real wheels are ready.
We not quite Uber Black yet. We not there.
Not yet.
No, we're getting there. We're gonna get there because I've been doing my research, and I think we can even get like some intros on here too. We gotta get our theme music back on here because I just spend my lunch break at work working on that beat.
Hold on, did Superfly where did he at? Did you bring that? Did I miss that?
What, the shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I ain't posting nothing because I ain't got nothing because I've been getting all this other stuff.
We'll probably got some other dope stuff.
Hey, listen, we need to tell everybody to go. We need to shout out Superfly's Cash App so we can get him close to getting a new laptop, bro. Because you can't still be doing, playing Tecmo Bowl and Madden 2K20 at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So you real quick, you say you have a green screen Superfly?
Yeah.
Dope.
I could take that curtain down. I got a green one and a white one. So I got that. I got a couple more. I got some lights up in this joint now. I got more tripods. So everything straight for the live stream now. I just need to get the computer
whatever
situation straight.
Got you.
Machine that's powerful enough.
Dope.
I even bought the they over there like Ethernet, like retractable Ethernet cables.
Yep.
So I can run the hard wire to the laptop. So
real quick, what's the lady's name? The link you sent around earlier, Superfly. The teacher is James.
Jane Elliott, National Treasure.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a beast.
Her
shirt. I'll close the note on what her shirt when in the video we saw earlier. Prejudice is an emotional commitment to ignorance. That's dope.
Yeah, she be dropping jewels all the time.
Yeah, no, she's been working. She's been working at it for a long time too, for equality.
A lot of that stuff, like I already know, but it's like something psychologically about it coming from a white woman. When I share it with my white friends who might not know it, they might be able to take it a little bit better than if I said it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man.
So, all right.
I always say we got to have examples.
Exactly. All right, y'all. It's been fun. I want to thank everybody who joined us on IG Live. Everybody who jumped in the comments on YouTube. I got to check the Facebook stats because I'm just pinned in here though on YouTube. But we went live. We streamed at 2 places tonight. An upgrade package, man. An upgrade. So, but yeah, we're gonna do this again next week, and hopefully, one way or another, there will be somebody else here next week, promoting their business, talking about whatever, one way or another. So, all right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for joining in, and we'll see y'all next week.
Have a safe and happy 4th.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Happy 4th. Somebody's Independence Day this weekend. We free-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug.
Kinda. There you go.
Kinda.
There you go. I see you.
Free.